Hey Commanders fans, welcome back to Commanders HQ. Before we jump into today's huge news, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on our Washington Commanders. This team is working hard to get better every day, making moves that show they are serious about competing at the highest level. And today, we have another exciting signing to break down. Michael Gallup is coming to Washington. The Washington Commanders are making it clear they are building a team that can contend for a Super Bowl. After pulling off two blockbuster trades, first acquiring star wide receiver Samuel, and then locking down one of the best offensive linemen in the league in Laramie Tunsil, Washington has now added another weapon to their offense. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Commanders have signed former Cowboys wide receiver Michael Gallup. This move continues Washington's aggressive offseason strategy, providing young quarterback Jayden Daniels with even more tools to succeed in 2025. Gallup, once one of the most promising young wideouts in the NFL, is looking for a fresh start after dealing with injuries in recent seasons. If he can return to form, this could be an absolute steal for Washington. Michael Gallup entered the league in 2018 as a third-round pick out of Colorado State and quickly became a key player for the Dallas Cowboys. His best season came in 2019 when he recorded 66 receptions for 1,107 yards and 6 touchdowns. The following year, he posted another solid performance with 59 catches for 843 yards and 5 touchdowns. However, things took a turn in 2021 when he suffered an ACL injury that disrupted his career. Since then, Gallup has struggled to regain his explosive playmaking ability. In 2023 and 2024, he played in a more limited role, but Washington sees potential in him as a reliable depth option in their receiving core. One of the biggest advantages for Gallup in Washington is that he won't have to be the go-to guy. The Commanders already have two elite wideouts in Terry McLaurin and newly acquired Samuel. Gallup will slot in as a third or fourth option, which could allow him to thrive without the pressure of being a primary target. Head coach Dan Quinn and offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury are building an offense that can attack defenses in multiple ways. With Daniels' ability to extend plays and throw deep, having another experienced receiver like Gallup gives Washington even more flexibility. Gallup's role could be key in 4 or 5 wide receiver sets, and if injuries occur, he provides valuable insurance. If he can stay healthy and regain some of his 2019 form, this signing could end up being a major steal. The Commanders' impressive offseason moves aren't just about adding talent. They're also sending a message to the rest of the NFL. Washington is now a place where players want to come. Just look at what veteran linebacker Nick Bellore said after re-signing. It was a no-brainer. This is the most fun I've ever had playing football. The culture here, the coaches, the players, everything from top down, it's a great place to stay. That speaks volumes. Under head coach Dan Quinn, this team has built a winning environment that is attracting talent from across the league. In another big move, Washington has restructured Samuel's contract, ensuring he is locked in with the team for 2025. Samuel was originally set to make $16.6 million in base salary with no guarantees. Now, the Commanders have guaranteed him $17 million for 2025 and added another $3 million in incentives. This is a smart move by the front office, giving Daniels a long-term no. 1B receiver alongside McLaurin while maintaining financial flexibility. Considering they only gave up a 5th-round pick to get him, this trade keeps looking better and better. Looking ahead, can the Commanders keep this momentum? The Commanders were one of the most exciting teams in the NFL last season, making a surprise run to the NFC Championship game. With Jayden Daniels continuing to develop and a stacked roster, expectations are high for 2025. The biggest challenge? The NFC East remains one of the toughest divisions in football. The Eagles have been making moves to keep their Super Bowl core together, and the Cowboys and Giants won't go down without a fight. But here's the thing. Washington already proved last year that they can compete with anyone. This team has only gotten stronger, and if the chemistry clicks, the Commanders could be serious Super Bowl contenders in 2025. Adam Peters has been aggressive this offseason, pulling off two major trades that have reshaped the roster. He brought in Pro Bowl left tackle Laramie Tunsil to protect franchise quarterback Jaden Daniels, and he acquired star wide receiver Deebo Samuel to give Daniels another dynamic weapon. These moves cost Washington 5 draft picks, leading some to wonder if Peters might look to replenish draft capital by making another trade. According to Pro Football Focus, PFF, one player who could be on the trading block is running back Brian Robinson Jr. While trading Robinson might seem counterintuitive, considering the team is trying to build a strong supporting cast around Daniels, there are a few reasons why it could make sense. Robinson's performance and declining metrics. Brian Robinson Jr. has had an eventful and, at times, challenging career since being drafted in the 3rd round in 2022. From a dramatic rise up the depth chart as a rookie, to overcoming a gunshot wound in a robbery attempt before even playing an NFL snap, Robinson has proven to be one of the league's toughest competitors. In 2024, he started the season on fire, establishing himself as one of the most effective backs in the league. However, a series of right leg injuries slowed him down, and his numbers dipped as the season progressed. PFF points out that Robinson's rushing grade has declined every year since entering the league. His 34 missed tackles forced in 2024 ranked 27th out of 31 qualified rushers, suggesting that his explosiveness might not be what it once was. With only 1 year left on his contract, Washington might see an opportunity to make a move while his value is still relatively high. The case for trading Robinson: 1. The running back market and draft class. The 2025 NFL Draft is loaded with running back talent. One name that keeps coming up in discussions around Washington is Boise State's Ashton Jeanty. The Commanders even held a formal meeting with Jeanty at the NFL Combine, fueling speculation that they're considering selecting a running back early in the draft. If the Commanders feel they can land a younger, cheaper running back in the draft with higher upside, moving on from Robinson before he hits free agency could make sense, freeing up cap space. While Robinson's contract isn't a massive burden, the reality is that paying running backs big money isn't something most NFL teams prioritize anymore. Trading him would allow Washington to avoid potential contract negotiations next offseason and keep their financial flexibility intact. Wait, getting back draft capital. Washington has already spent a significant number of picks to acquire Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil. If Peters wants to recoup some of that draft capital, moving Robinson for a mid-round pick or as part of a package to trade up in the draft could be appealing. The case for keeping Robinson. While there are reasons to trade Robinson, there are also compelling arguments for keeping him in Washington for at least 1 more year. No answer to one. Stability in the backfield. Jaden Daniels is still developing, and having a reliable, experienced running back can make a huge difference for a young quarterback. Robinson knows the system, and having continuity in the backfield could help Daniels' growth. 2. He's still productive. Despite his injuries and declining metrics, Robinson was still productive in 2024. He finished the season with solid numbers and showed that, when healthy, he can be a workhorse who grinds out tough yards. Playoff experience. The Commanders made it to the NFC Championship game last year, and Robinson was part of that run. Experience in high-pressure situations matters, and keeping a player who has been through the fire could be beneficial as Washington pushes for another deep playoff run in 2025. All right, now it's time for you to weigh in. Do you like the Michael Gallup signing? Do you think he can regain his old form and be a key contributor? And what about Deebo Samuel's contract? Was this the right move by the front office? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the discussion going. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the breakdown, and subscribe to Commanders HQ so you never miss an update. Big things are happening in Washington, and we'll be here to cover it all. Hail to the Commanders!